So we're looking at two different functions now. So f of x is now x plus 2, and g of x is 3x squared minus 1. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find g of f of x. So very similar procedure to what we had last time, right? Last time we realized that we had g of x on the inside, so sort of g of x took the place of x. Here we have f of x taking the place of x inside g of x, okay? So just like we did last time, we look at g of x, and we know that everywhere we see an x, we need to replace it with f of x. So what's that going to look like here? We're told that f of x is x plus 2. So we would have 3, I'm writing out g of x, right? 3 times x squared. We just established that x is f of x now, right? It's being substituted in. What's x? I'm sorry, what's f of x? X plus 2. So it's going to be 3 times x plus 2 squared, right? Again, whatever x is, I'm just plugging in f of x for it, that's all. And then minus 1. So from here, FOIL that out, right? So it'll be 3 times x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 1. Yes? Again, I wrote this, how I got this is, if you write this out as, x plus 2 times x plus 2, first term times the first, and then times the second, and second term times first and second, so x times x squared, x times 2 plus 2x, 2 times x, another plus 2x, and then 2 times 2, 4, okay? So now that we're here, we can distribute in the 3, right? We can't do anything with the negative 1 yet. We have to distribute first. So order of operations and multiplication comes before, right? So 3 times x squared, so that's just 3x squared, plus 3 times 4x, so that's just 12x, and then 3 times 4 is just plus 12, but we still have this minus 1 over here. So our final answer is going to simplify to 3x squared plus 12x plus 11. Okay, so even though we had had a squared here and stuff, it doesn't really matter. The procedure and logic is the exact same as the last example, and then more simple, just like x to the 1 power, right? So again, you see what's on the outside, you see what's being replaced with what, x is being replaced with f of x, and you just do the according substitution. So why don't we try putting some numbers in? So we've been just working with variables so far. Why don't we try putting some numbers in and see how that's gonna look?